right, that one, well, that is way more fitting to this bike. Hell yeah.
Note, we're not sponsored by Amazon or Harbor Freight, but some of our links are affiliate links. Using them costs you nothing extra, but it helps us fund more tools, builds, and videos for you. Thanks for the support.
Hello and welcome back to Revving The Garage. Austin here. Last video you guys saw me in, I traded my Harley for my new Honda. And now that that is officially in my garage, you know I can't leave it stock for that long.
Are you peacocking? Really? You think that's gonna work?
I think it's just mine.
Pro tip: why be boring when you can peacock shit out of your bike? Aesthetics first and safety second.
Luckily, I had a lot of you guys in the comments giving me a lot of different types of things that I should do to the bike and some things that I really need to do. But to jump into it, the first thing I got was just a slip-on Leo Vince exhaust. So let's get this exhaust installed. See you there. I got my first care package in for the bike. I got a nice Leo Vince slip-on exhaust and some nice motorcycle cleaner and a shirt came with it. Let's show you how this bike is supposed to sound. The bike stock's not that great, but this should do the trick and make the bike sound how it looks. Badass. I'll go ahead and unbox this and I'll see you once I'm taking the stock one off and putting this one on. All right, not really much in the package. Got a nice spring tool that they gave me in the package so I can put the spring on. And as you can see, I got the Leo Vince full blackout package. So whole slip-on is very light, very cool looking, matches the stylistic of the black edition CB1000R very well. So what next thing to do is I'm gonna give you guys a couple sound clips of it stock, and then also once I get that one on, I'll give you some sound clips with the new exhaust. So hope you guys stick around and enjoy it like I know I'm going to. All right, stock exhaust, cold start. Rev to 4K. Rev to 8K. All right, stock exhaust is off. Now I got the new one prepped. Spring is on, clamp is in place. Let's throw it on. All right, so like I showed, stock exhaust is off and boom. What a big difference that makes. That fits the bike so much more. The all black was definitely the move with this bike. The only thing that I will be changing is next time I go down to Shane or Sean's, I'm gonna powder coat this stuff black so it all is uniform. But I am so happy with it. I'm gonna let it cool down for a little bit, make sure the motor is actually cold, and let's hear the first cold start. All right, new exhaust is on. Let's hear a cold start. Sorry if my son comes running up. Definitely a lot deeper of a tone. Let it warm up just a bit, and I'll give you some revs. All right, 4K. All right, let's go to 8. All right, that one, well, that is way more fitting to this bike. Hell yeah. Damn! That's 8K. Hell yeah. All right, so as you guys seen, the exhaust is now installed. It sounds way more aggressive, way less like a sewing machine or a little bubble machine. So I am very happy with the outcome. I've taken on a few rides now and I can actually feel the bike rev underneath my butt on the seat. So that's what we need. It sounds way better. I know it's not getting its full potential yet because there's no tune on it, but that will be coming, promise. But now I'm going to show you just a few other small upgrades I've done to the bike since you guys saw the exhaust install. So let's go walk around the bike and I'll show you what I did. All right, so starting at the front of the bike, as you can see, I got some nice mirrors right here. They're like Rizoma style, but did not want to spend the $500 that cost for those mirrors. So those are like 20 bucks on Amazon and they work perfectly. They just fold up once I'm riding. Besides that, I went ahead and I threw a radiator guard on, which was super simple to install. It was just 2 little Allen bolts. This thing's held on by some Velcro. You peel that off, and then there's this bolt and one more bolt behind this, and then this slides right in between that, and you bolt it right back on. Very, very, very simple.
Sounds so damn simple, bro.
I also put on some crash guard things right there. Very clean. Stick out a little bit, but meant to protect the bike in case it drops. I also got my nice quad lock mount on here. Cool little key thing I found on Amazon. I mean, definitely not necessary, but thought it looked pretty cool. I also have a screen protector for my TFT display, which I'm gonna throw on here soon. Besides that, I do have some nice tank protectors. They're gonna go right onto here, just like that. But before I do that, I was thinking that I want to get a PPF on this tank just to protect the paint a little bit. It's a gloss black. I mean, if you can see it from the video, you can just see fingerprints and small little slight scratches already getting into the tank. So figured let's go ahead and get it detailed, get all that off there, and then throw a PPF wrap on here just to protect it, as well as a rear seat cowl that has a little bit of paint as well. As you can see, I've got a few small things under the bike. Main thing is the exhaust, but we're just getting started. So in the next video that you guys see with this bike, I am going to ride down to a wrap shop and get a quote. If not, just get it wrapped with PPF for the tank and the rear seat cowl. And once I get that done, then I'll throw on these tank pad protectors. With this gloss black tank, it's a fingerprint magnet, and it's already got a few small scratches getting into it, so I'm gonna get it detailed, get that buffed out, and then throw some PPF over it to protect it for the long run. And then after I get that done, fingers crossed that I will be able to drive it straight from the wrap shop right up to Kirkland, and there is Two Wheel Dyno Works that I'm hoping can get me in to tune this thing. That is if they can get me in. So worst case scenario, I'll be mailing my ECU to them. So make sure you stay tuned and see if I'm gonna end up showing up there in person or mailing them a piece of my bike in a box. So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for next video. If you have any PPF suggestions or tune suggestions, as I've seen a lot of you guys gave me a lot of feedback on the last video that the tune is 100% necessary with this bike, as just from factory, I guess they're just a pretty crappy tune overall. Especially with the slip-on now that I got on it, I'm gonna want a tune. So I appreciate you guys for letting me know all that kind of stuff, and I will definitely be in the next video. So just let me know if you guys have any other suggestions, and I appreciate it. Until next time, Rev Render out.
As always, thanks for watching. Tune in every Saturday for a new video. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Those likes really help us out with the YouTube algorithm. Until next time, Rev Render out.